In the big battle for southern India in Telangana, will the Muslim vote be the X factor? I'm Barkhadat. You're with the Mojo story. Our special election analysis continues, and today we look at the southern state of Telangana, where Muslims make up 13% of the state and impact about 45 assembly segments. Now, this is a very interesting battle because in 2018, Muslims of Telangana voted in large numbers for the TRS, now known as the BRS, the KC Rama Rao-led party. The MIM has also been a partner of KC Rama Rao. But this time, the Congress is assiduously wooing the Muslim voter. The Congress is also alleging that KCR and Owaisi are hand in glove in some covert way with the BJP. The BJP, meanwhile, has lifted its suspension of one of its most controversial MLAs in the Hyderabad area, known for his anti-Muslim speeches. As the Muslim vote is courted, can it swing the outcome of this election, which was slated to be triangular, but now many believe that it is headed to be a direct contest between the BRS and the Congress party? Let's introduce our guest on the program today as we look at how the Muslim vote may pan out in Telangana. Joining us from C Voter is senior political analyst and psephologist Manu Sharma. Welcome back to the program, Manu. Joining us from the Congress party is its leader and spokesperson, Ram Mohan Reddy. Good to have you with us, Mr. Reddy. Also joining us from the BRS today is Mr. Bhanu Prasad Rao. Welcome to the program, Bhanuji. Namaskar. Joining us from the BJP today is Venkat Anna Nukala, from the senior leader of the BJP Telangana. Good to see you on the program, sir. And joining us from the MIM today is Advocate Adil Hassan. Welcome to the program, Adil ji. It's good to see all of you. And I want to actually start with Mr. Ram Mohan Reddy of the Congress party, because the party has a minority declaration this time, but it's targeted not just at the Muslim voter, but also you've clubbed Muslims and the backward classes, and BRS, KC Rama Rao is attacking you for this. How do you see the Muslim vote playing out this time, Mr. Ram Mohan Reddy?
Because we have a top priority of welfare to the minority, Barkaji. And we are also covering all the sections, not only the minority, but also all the backward classes, as well as scheduled tribes and scheduled castes as well, because all our declarations are for their welfare, development, and upliftment and empowerment as well, right? So this time, after seeing so much of pain or sufferings from past 1 decade, this time all the minorities would like to see change, because in the last 2000 elections as well, the BRS party, alias then it was the TRS party, who said they are striving their level best to increase the reservations, that they will fight with the center to increase it to 12%. But all those promises were like in mud. So people here in Hyderabad or the rural districts of Telangana, actually the pulse of minorities is quite different. Because when it comes to the proper Hyderabad, where we are seeing little MIM influence factor, they are like inclined towards MIM, but the rest of the places in Telangana are inclined towards Congress. Earlier, it was the inclination towards BRS, but this time it's a clear sign that Muslims, minorities are favoring Congress party.
Okay, let me bring in the BRS leader before we go to the others. Mr. Bhanu Prasad, how do you actually respond? We have seen that the Muslim vote overwhelmingly catapulted your party to power in the last election, but this time you must have seen the memes that the Congress has released across the city, where they basically allege that the Prime Minister is quite literally the puppeteer, and KC Rama Rao and Asaduddin Owaisi are actually close to him. How do you see this allegation? These are the kind of images you see across Telangana today. Is this hurting you, the allegation of being close to the BJP among the Muslim voter, Mr. Bhanu Prasad?
No, they are trying to, Congress is trying to establish that we are close to BJP or we are associated with BJP. But the people of Telangana, particularly the minorities of Telangana, will never believe that. In the last 10 years, whatever the benefits we have passed to the minorities in particular, the literacy rate in minorities are comparatively very less in Telangana. But in the last 10 years, we have tried our level best to establish various residential schools for minorities, and we have drastically improved the literacy rate, and we have a number of students have been enrolled in these minority residential schools. And not only these, but in the last 10 years, we have spent almost 14,000 crores from the budget to minorities for various welfare schemes.
But Mr. Bhanu Prasad, while the numbers do indeed show that you have always picked up a sizable chunk of the Muslim vote, as is the Congress, the allegation today is that your party has voted with the BJP or on the BJP side in many of the central legislations, and that, you know, post-poll there could be an understanding between your parties. Do you think that's hurting you with the Muslim voter?
No way. The Muslims of Telangana will never believe that. We have categorically said that we will never go with BJP. We are maintaining equidistance with Congress and BJP, and we are going to emerge as third front. We are going to emerge as a third alternative for these two Congress and Congress-led India team and BJP-led NDA team. We want to establish a separate group in entire India, not only in Telangana, but a secular front we want to establish in the entire India.
Okay, let me get in Mr. Venkat Nukala of the BJP at this point. Mr.
And
okay.
They are very clear in their stand. They are very clear in their stand, and they know what sort of benefits they got from our government.
Let me bring in the BJP perspective with Mr. Venkat Nukala of the BJP. Now, obviously, the BJP is not quoting the Muslim vote, but the BJP will count, Mr. Venkat, on polarization. And you have lifted the suspension of one of your most controversial MLAs, Raja Singh, who was actually suspended for his anti-Islam, anti-Prophet speeches. He is back today. Can we show images actually of Mr. Raja Singh? Please do go ahead, Mr. Venkat, on how you see the Muslim vote and how you see the kind of counter polarization that the BJP is attempting. Venkatji, can you hear me? Okay, I don't think Mr. Venkat can hear me. So let me, as his connection gets better, bring Manu in before we go to Advocate Adil for an overall perspective. If you look at the numbers, the Congress and the BRS both have always picked up a sizable vote share of the Muslims. But without the Muslim vote, and it impacts 45 seats, as you know, the BRS could not have formed government. How do you look at it playing out this time? Do you sense a significant shift of the Muslim voter?
Hello.
Yeah, Manu. Manu, you're muted at your end. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Apologies for that. So regarding, the shift of voters, or as to where the voters may go in this election, I like to offer this working hypothesis that we are currently grappling with. And it goes like the Muslim voters in not only in Telangana, but rest of the country, in all the states, are voting as per an algorithm that we may say the perceived political distance from BJP. Now, how does it work? If in an election, BJP is not in the fray, then, no problem. Then you just look at who all are there in the, reckoning, and you vote for whosoever you want. But let us say if BJP is there and it can become a viable force, then what happens is that instead of the old tactical voting of the yore, whereby the minority voters would pick up, let us say, the most the candidate most likely to defeat the BJP and then vote for them. Instead of that, now what we have is that they observe that the political distance of a party from the BJP. A very good template is Bihar, whereby there are two Janata Dals, RJD and JDU. Now, JDU has had these on and off alliances with the BJP in the past, whereas RJD has never. So RJD, therefore, has an advantage when it comes to the polls if JDU and the BJP are either allied or the JDU is contesting separately. If they are in alliance, RJD and JDU, then this becomes null and void. Similarly, in Telangana, because BRS and Congress are contesting independently, but perhaps the perceived distance of BRS from the BJP is lesser than the Congress and the BJP distance. So that may have some kind of an impact, which will not be perhaps positive.
In terms of the counter polarization by the BJP, Manu, how do you see that unfolding with the Raja Singh back in the fray?
Well, you see, counter polarization will definitely be there, and it could accentuate this shift, of voting along the community line, because you have a hierarchy of issues that every voting segment votes by, and the moment certain political tripwires get activated, it leads to a polarization. So there could be a significant chance, but it will all depend upon, let us say, the kind of prominence, the kind of role, and the visibility that such individuals may enjoy.
Mr. Venkat Nukala, if in case you can hear me, I'm going to make an attempt to get the BJP perspective, and then I'll go to Advocate Adil. But you're on mute at your end. Please unmute yourself and go ahead with your comments if you can hear me. Mr. Venkat?
I am getting your voice.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Ma'am, Adil here.
Adil,
Adil here, ma'am.
Okay,
May I
Adil, you
speak?
go ahead. Yes, please go ahead.
Yes,
Adil.
ma'am. Ma'am, my issue is that Congress should name Indian National Muslim Congress, because Congress can't survive without Muslim vote. Every time they want Muslim vote, but they don't do anything for the Muslim community. This is the biggest thing Muslim community get. They always ditch Muslim community. This is the reality. From Babri Masjid, from rights, from minority program. Why only minority declaration in Telangana? Why not in Rajasthan? Why not in Madhya Pradesh? Why not in Chhattisgarh? Why not in Mizoram, Karnataka? Why only they want to appease the Muslim during election? Why not a concrete plan by the Congress party? Why not AMU Kishanganj funding for Kishanganj? Why not AMU that was planned by Congress in Rajasthan and Maharashtra, but they didn't give a single penny? It's reality that Congress always wants to appease the Muslim community. Rahul lost in Amethi, and the Muslim community helped him to get elected from